Let's talk about cheap versus expensive. Not everything that's cheap is a good deal, and not everything that is expensive is a waste. Some people get this completely wrong because some things are worth spending more money on and some things aren't. So this isn't about being cheap. This is about being smart. It's not about spending less money. It's about spending mindfully. I'm Nick, and this is Money Talk for Real. So number one, let's talk about clothing. Cheap clothes versus quality basics. Cheap clothes tend to wear out fast, and you have to replace them more often, which causes you to spend more money in the long term. Expensive clothing just lasts longer and you don't have to replace it, and honestly, most of the time it fits a little bit better. And when I say expensive, I'm not talking about name brand, designer brand stuff, just a little bit better quality, a little bit more expensive than the cheapest that you can find. Number two is tools. Cheap tools versus quality tools. The cheap tools typically break more often, they're more frustrating, and honestly, they're just not as accurate. The quality tools will last a lot longer and have better results. It is especially true to spend more on tools if it's something that you use all the time or quite often. Now let's talk about food or groceries. Cheap groceries and cheap food is typically just ultra highly processed food that is not good for you. There's just not a lot of nutrition, whereas quality, more expensive food is typically healthier and more filling. And let's be honest, cheap food can cost you down the road with medical bills or even just cost you some health issues. This is one that I would definitely recommend spending a little bit more money on if you can. Number four is furniture. Cheap furniture versus solid pieces. Particle board, as seen in a lot of cheap furniture, it falls apart, it crumbles, it just doesn't hold up very well, and it has a short lifespan. It's junk. Solid wood or quality handmade pieces can last a lot longer and hold their resale value if you ever decide to get rid of them. There's a saying that goes like, buy once, cry once. Spend more money up front and it's much better than having to replace pieces over and over again. This is particularly true in high traffic pieces, meaning that something that you're going to be opening the doors or the drawers on every day. You're going to be using it every day by putting your keys on a table or propping your feet up on something. High traffic meaning it's getting worn and it's getting used on the regular. Number five is shoes. Cheap shoes versus quality shoes. Like many things on this list, the cheap shoes will wear out fast and they don't hold up very well, and that is something that gets used every single day. The quality shoes are also just going to be more comfortable, less painful on your feet. They're going to hold up better, give your foot and your ankle more support structure. Shoes might be something worth spending a little bit more money on. Number six are phones. The high dollar name brand ones are super expensive, and the upgrades that you get for the price that you pay just aren't worth it most of the time. There's a big price jump for only a small upgrade in the actual product. The what I would call mid-range phones do 90% of the exact same stuff. And honestly, on those high dollar phones, you're paying for features that you probably don't use that much. Now, number seven, brand name products versus generic products. The generic products are often the exact same quality, sometimes even made by the same facility or same manufacturer, just with a different label on it for the name brand. You're paying for the label, you're paying for the marketing and the additional costs associated with building that brand's name. This is true in foods, in medicines, in household items. You're paying for the brand. It's often better to go cheaper with generic named products. Number eight, expensive cars versus used reliable cars. Cars are a big one. A lot of people buy what they cannot afford. They buy what they can make the monthly payment on. Expensive cars have high monthly payments and they depreciate tremendously. As soon as it crosses the curb onto the road, pulling off of the lot, the value goes away from what you just signed the paperwork for. Used, reliable, cheaper cars are much better on your wallet. Because honestly, it's better to go cheaper with cars because they lose value so freaking fast. Number nine is trendy items versus timeless items. Trends are that. They're a trend. They're in the moment. They have a short lifespan and then you forget about it. They're not cool anymore. It's a fad and it goes away. Timeless items are usable long term. They don't go out of style like a trend does. Trends are sometimes literally designed to make you keep spending money. Timeless items are that. They're timeless. They last forever. They're cool forever. Be careful here and avoid overspending. Number 10 is fancy coffee and or just eating out versus homemade food. Those little daily small purchases that are quite low in dollar amounts add up quickly if you look at how much you spend per month. Or better yet, look at how much you spend per year if you add up all those little small purchases. This is where a lot of people lose money, and honestly, it might be more work for you to make it at home, but you can make the same taste or close to the same taste of items, whether it be food or drinks or snacks or candy candy at home and take it with you rather than paying for the convenience of getting it while you're out. I would certainly recommend going cheaper here. So to summarize all of this, the simple rule that I would recommend is to spend more money on things that you use often and that are going to get worn out, because those things that you spend more money on will last longer. Whether it's parts for your car, shoes, clothing, etc., I would certainly spend more money on those because they're getting used. The things that you have to replace often and don't truly add any value to your life, cut out the spending. Spend less on those things because, again, they're not adding any value to your life. They're not improving your life. If it improves your daily life and it lasts, then spend more. If it's temporary or replaceable, spend less. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments what kind of video you want to see next. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. This is Money Talk for Real.